Good day, youngins. It is Sunday, March 29th. We have been doing this for, a couple of weeks now. I think days are starting to run together for me. I hope it's not the exact same for you, but I haven't left my apartment very much during this time in order to make sure that I'm keeping up with all the things that I need to for you. And that is the purpose of this video, to give you all a bridge between what we've been doing and then kind of plug a bit for what we're going to be doing for Unit 3. The one little bit of time that I got to go out of the apartment for a little while, I found these. They were y'all's last interpretation sheet, and I suppose they can be just a little reminder of you, because now I unlikely can give them back to you. But if you do end up wanting them for any reason, I guess I can take a picture of it and send it back to you if you would find it helpful for the future, or if you just want to keep it for sentimental reasons. This is the one where I broke you all up in groups and you all gave me the biographical information for the poet that you were assigned, and analyzed the poem with the group. So there's that. If you would like a copy of that, I'll send you a picture. What I want to give you all time to do over the next several days is to work on paper 2. Your paper 2 is due Wednesday, April 1st at 11:59 p.m. It is my recommendation that you send your paper 2 to the Writing Center if you would like some sort of feedback before tomorrow night. By tomorrow night. I know that that's last minute. Not all of you need the extra eye, but if you would like the extra eye, Jennifer Mays and her tutors are available to all of you through their Writing Center services. So if you do want feedback on paper 2 as you've been writing it, I recommend that you send it by tomorrow night, Monday at 11:59 p.m. That's Monday, March 30th. Okay, and I also have a little list. It's kind of guiding me through all the things that we have to talk about in this video to keep you all updated. Okay, so that's 1 and 2, Writing Center, and the due date for paper 2. That's what I want to give you all time to do over the next several days, but I do want to plug for some upcoming events. The next one I want to address with everybody is that I've given you all an extra credit opportunity right here, and this is the assignment sheet. I believe it to be pretty straightforward. But what I'll ask you to do is to further engage with a poem by an author from my reading list. So I've gone through and I've picked out some other notable poems by the authors, poets that we studied in Unit 2. And it needs to be at least 300 words, all of the MLA trappings. If you quote from the poem, I want citations, all of that. So basically what you'll do is you'll provide me a short literary analysis of the poem. No research is required, but give me your best shot, because I will be grading this extra credit assignment on content. The first sentence should be a complex argumentative thesis statement that announces the meaning of the poem, as well as the elements that organize proof of the meaning. So you all have been doing that over and over again. That's easy. And then you just spend the rest of the extra credit assignment proving the thesis statement true. It can be one big bulk paragraph if you want it to. It doesn't bother me. So there's that for you. All of the links should work. I hope they do. If any of the links don't work, just tell me and I will update it for you. All right. That extra credit assignment is due Friday, April 3rd. At 11:59 p.m. So it gives you a little something to do. If you need to make up for some lost points from paper 1 or your outline for paper 2, then I recommend that you take advantage of that extra credit opportunity. All right. I think that's all the news that I have about paper 2. So I'm going to lay that to the side for a little bit and plug for Unit 3. So I asked all of you to take a survey about which play we would be studying for Unit 3, and here are the results. It looks like Tennessee Williams, The Glass Menagerie, won 11 to 8 votes. I told you it was neck and neck just about the entire time. So the play that we'll be focusing on for Unit 3 is indeed Tennessee Williams, The Glass Menagerie. The page numbers for The Glass Menagerie are in our course calendar, which again you can find in content and getting started, course calendar. And if you scroll all the way, look at how much we've done. I don't want to do all that. I want my desktop. There you go. Right here. 1378 through 1426. I want you all, if you look closely at the book, when it starts, the intro to The Glass Menagerie, I want you to read Tennessee Williams' biography, that little bitty section of the biography. I want you to read the introduction, and please, please, please read the production notes. Those are Tennessee Williams' original production notes, and they will help you to better understand the structure and the aesthetic of the play and how it would be staged, Tennessee Williams' original intentions for it, for the play to be directed and produced, and I want you all to have that foreknowledge. Those production notes are also going to be available in the PDF version that I've provided. I had one student email me about a week and a half ago to say that the place from which he rented his book was asking for it back. And he would have to pay, of course, an additional charge, likely, to keep the book a little while longer. But I am mindful that not all of you have the book, even though you're supposed to buy the book. It is what it is, and I still want everybody to be able to read the play. There he is, Tennessee Williams. In this Unit 3, 3.2 section in content, there are several resources here for you, and I want to make sure you all know where everything is. If you are a person who does not have the book, there is an entire PDF version of The Glass Menagerie right here. And I'll post this link in a news item for you so that you can have it on the homepage. It includes the production notes. Please read those along with the play. Another element of reading a play that I find to be most helpful, because plays are meant to be watched and experienced, is that you use these audiobooks here as read-alongs. It's read to you in different characters' voices, so it's not like the blood-sucking, boring LibriVox recording. You'll get to hear the music in the background as it was intended, and I find it to be the best, most engaging way to experience this play within the confines of a literature-based course and not a theater-based course. So those resources are here available to you so that you can have access to the play itself and a way to guide you through the play, even if you're reading it from the textbook or if you're reading it from the digital PDF version. Okay, I think that's it for number 5. We have a few more on my list to go. The next one has to do with the time that you have for this. You will have a few days to finish up paper 2, but then you'll notice that I've outlined several other due dates. Today is Sunday, March 29th. Your assignments for the Tennessee Williams The Glass Menagerie aren't due until April 11th. So you do have some time. Use the time wisely. Do not wait till the last minute, because this is a longer play. You do have a quiz. You do have an assignment. Make sure that you keep up with all of your responsibilities and not wait until the last minute to get it done. But just make note, I'm giving you all this week to work on the paper 2 stuff, and then we will move into the Unit 3 section with full force when you all finish what you're supposed to for us to bridge into the next unit. All right, number 7. I am going to be posting some videos about Tennessee Williams' biography a bit, maybe a little bit of lecture about the play. I will want you to have read the play before you watch those videos, because the videos will not make sense if you do not read the play. Students seem to really appreciate the videos before on Dramatic Visions. I want to give you all some audible elements, as many audible elements as possible, so you're just not reading one huge block of text, and your educational experience online will be a bit less soul-sucking. And so that's that for the videos. Next is, if you have paid any attention to some of the edits going on in our course shell, if you paid attention to the gradebook, I think you all will find this to be good news. In the syllabus on our first day of class, which seems so forever long ago, and I wish we were there again, because then I would be at work with you at 8 a.m. and your sleepy faces on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But we are supposed to do a 4th paper, which for 1020 students is a group project based on literary theory, and it's a more difficult project that I would give students basically the last 2-3 weeks of the semester to finish, and not give you all any extra readings except for you all to work on that group project. I do not find that organizing group projects online is as doable as some people make it out to be. I don't want you all to have to do that. It's not as conducive to this transition. You all already have a whole bunch of extra work put on you, and working in isolation is much harder than working when you have your established routine as you would have had for the majority of the semester before spring break. So, if you'll see, note the quiz on the Glass Menagerie, the assignment, the written assignment, you have your outline for paper 3, your final draft for paper 3, and then the post-test. If your final draft for paper 3 is due on May 2nd, then you're not going to have time for the group project. So I've made the executive decision that we are just not doing it. No paper 4. This is it. This unit 3, you all can show me how much you've learned. You can show me your best. You can put your absolute best foot forward and wow me with your paper on the Glass Menagerie. And that can be your final testament to your skills in argumentative literary analysis that you were supposed to have learned over this semester. And I hope that you all feel a bit more skilled in argumentation and in reading than you were when you began in January. I hope that's good news.